Recording. Cool. Welcome everybody to our second Burndown meeting for 112. So I've pasted a link to the minutes. So if you guys can please go ahead and record your presence, that'd be awesome. And as always, this meeting is being recorded. So just FYI. So let's get started. So the minutes are basically the standard Burndown minutes. Let's quickly go over the CI status, the issues, features, docs, and release notes. So in terms of quick announcements, Beta 2 is targeted to cut today, end of day today. But as you can see in the CI signal report, we do have a couple of high-risk failures right now. A few showed up yesterday, starting yesterday night, which we probably need triaged and understood before we could fast forward and do a quick, cut our Beta 2 today. So probably we'll have to watch that, keep an eye on the tests before we make the call. I'm not sure if Doug is on the call right now. I see Yang is there, but Yang, do you want to add anything for the branch cut, or in general we'll just be watching the beta branch?
As Doug is back, I don't have much to report.
Okay, cool. And in terms of the next release dates, our RC1 is soon coming up, which is September 18th. That's when our code freeze lifts, and we will be in the final stretch. So hopefully we get answers to the CI failures and or move some high-risk features out and still be able to make the date. And release is targeted for September 25th as of now. Test infra, I don't know, most of you must be aware, we moved from submit queue to Tide yesterday. So Tide is our system that's now handling all the PR merges. We had some issues with GitHub API not providing right status yesterday, but all of that is resolved thanks to Cole, who's our test infra lead. So mostly things are stable, and Tide is just chugging through all the PRs. He says that he intends to make a few more performance improvements, which hopefully will not be visible or noticed by the users at all, which is awesome. And next up is CI Signal. Mohammed, are you on the call? Okay, I don't see him. So I do see Klaus. That's awesome. Because I was hoping to get. So why don't we just start with your the taint nodes by condition, because that kind of seems to currently we are kind of associating 3 failures with it. You can tell us if it's yes or if it's right or wrong, and then you can go from there.
Yes, I think there are 2 major issues here, and the first one is the scalability issue. I have a pull request here, and legit. I think this is almost close to agreement on that one.
Okay.
But just mirror comments here, some about the typo, something like that. I'd like to get his merge quick today, and after that, I'd like to see what happened and whether the performance, whether we get enough improvement for our test, and if there still have some issues, maybe we will consider to roll back 10 node by condition to alpha, so it will not enabled by default.
Okay, so that's feature gated, right? And then you will move it back to
yes. We upgrade from alpha to beta in 1.12. So if there still have such performance issue, we will delegate it to next release. Yeah.
Got it. So this PR that you're referring to is 68408, right?
Sorry, which one?
The PR that you just merged for the scalability one, that's the 68408.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll keep an eye on that. And so that's for both the scalability. Okay, there's the scalability perf issue and then the pod density. So it's the same PR. That's okay. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I think there is another issue is about conformance test for schedule given side pod. I found a potential issue in my daytime, and I also open a pull request. It's 68494.
68494.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make a note of it.
Yes, it's a default toleration for new posts. This is because in our end-to-end test, in our conformance test, something some toleration are missed.
Okay.
So yeah, so that is the issue here.
Okay.
I will ping Janet to review to see if she have more comments about this one.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
I can follow up during our time here with her. Just to push that through. Cool.
Yes, I also sliced her today. When she online, I think he will take some time to review this one.
Awesome. And the last bucket of failures was around the upgrade fails. The 67606.
Sorry,
67606. I can ping the issue on the chat. Yeah, this is where all our upgrade tests, they're all failing on,
Yeah, I think this also about, I think there may be similar things, maybe share the same root cause with the previous one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think team paper also gave a comments that they have yeah. So I think I'd like to see what happened after this one merged. Yeah.
Okay. I see that 68408 actually merged. So okay, sometime today I'll keep an eye.
Yes, I think we need to wait 68494. After this merge, I'd like to see what happened. Yeah.
Oh, so that is 68494. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, the last one. I think because there's some because some code issue, they may impact the end-to-end test and the conformance test.
Got it.
Yeah.
Just one question, Klaus. The 68408, it's still pending LGTM. Is that, am I looking at the right PR? Because your comment said that 68408 merged. But if I open it up right now,
sorry, which one?
The scalability fix, the 68408. I see that it's still pending LGTM. I'm just making sure I'm looking at the right PR.
68408.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, Legit and reviewer give some comments. I will address this right now. And so yeah, I will like them to review again. So I think that would be this one should be merged today.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so we are actively tracking 2 PRs to be merged.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good. All right. And I will I think you and Tim are already in talks about the backup plan. So I'll let you I'll let you guys discuss if things don't stabilize after these merge.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks for coming to provide.
Sure, my pleasure. Yeah.
The next few issues. So we do see a couple of new failures on master today, specifically around GKE cluster ups. Tim triaged a little bit and looks like there was just one commit in KK yesterday. So I will be forwarding this to internal GKE folks to take a look at it. Mohammed, are you on the call by any chance? Okay, I'll follow up with him offline to get an issue opened. And I also see couple of our verified jobs failing on staging. I haven't had time to dig into it. I just saw that this morning. Again, Tim thinks it might be a test infra related breakage since there's no KK change. So I will be following up with that internally as well. The next big bucket of change is, or failure is our horizontal pod auto scaling seems to be flaky. We currently don't have anybody actively looking at it. It just got rearched to Solly. I will need to follow up on that. And the next few failures. Luckily, we do have a couple of PRs that are in flight, specifically for the persistent volume storage. This has been like failing tests for a while now, and it had two PRs that have both been cherry picked into 1.11.3. So hopefully the test should start passing later today once they start taking code from head of 1.11. And then the last two issues are DNS config issue, which already has a PR and is waiting on LGTM. And the final is the load balancing, which is not a KK issue at all. The underlying root cause was a GCA API being broken. So the fix has already been rolled out. Hopefully this should turn green. So at this point, I think CI is still red, considering we still need a few of these actually fixed and stabilized, and we are also seeing new failures by the day. So I would still call CI red, and we'll have to stabilize this furthermore before we open up end code freeze and cut RC. With that, I'll hand over to Bakriaj. I see Arnab is on the call. Arnaud, sorry.
It's okay. Hi, everyone. The only thing I noticed is the removal of two issues from by Gwen yesterday or today. I think today, because they relate to some future postponed for the next milestones, but is all I got until today, from yesterday to today.
Cool. Yeah, I see the open issue counts also dropped. We closed a couple of umbrella test issues as well, failing test issues. Okay. Awesome. There's one that is red, which he says is new today. There's a storage one. That's the 68490. Okay. Which seemed to be opened yesterday night. Okay. All right. Cool. Next up is features. Kendrick. Yeah, I see Kendrick is on the call. Let me quickly.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right. Sorry. It was like I'm calling it from a cell phone, so it's unmuted on Zoom now. I got unmuted on the phone, so double muted. So anyway, features are looking pretty good right now. So it's moved from chartreuse to green, as in from yesterday. So Stephen did a great job on closing some of the at-risk features and issues that were sort of standing still. So we have minimized that. So we're now down to 3. And for the most part, anything that was requiring an exception has sort of been removed from the list as well. So everything is on track and looking good. It's just going to be right now a continual effort to keep bugging people to make sure docs are getting merged, because I think for the most part, that's some of the biggest reasons why some of the features were removed, because they didn't have they were kind of standstill with doc movements.
I see.
So up until that point, right now, everything's looking pretty good.
Awesome. Awesome for removing the exceptions as well is great. Great. Next up is docs. I don't have much to add to features at this point. I think you guys have everything under control, which is awesome. Next up, docs. Do we have a representative from? Okay, I don't see anyone. But looks like, again, Zach updated this list yesterday night. And as if I'm reading it correctly, we have just 3 docs with missing, 3 features with missing docs, which is listed here. What I would like to know is if, and I'll ping Zach separately, if he needs help from anyone else to go ahead and bug folks to get these docs in place, or if he's covered in that area. I'll have to find out. Let me take action item on me. I think our docs deadline is also coming up, if I'm not mistaken. If I can find the release calendar pretty quickly. 12. Yep, docs deadline was August. Is September 7th. We just passed by anyway. Okay. Cool. And next up is release notes. Nick.
Hey there.
Hello.
Yeah, so we are in pretty good shape here. We're running a little behind. I confess the release kind of snuck up on me a little, but we'll be nagging release teams. SIGs today for major themes. And then other than that, the nice thing is it's not just me. There's 4 of us, so we'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, and ditto to you too if you want any help in crowdsourcing folks, like how we went behind them last release. Yeah, feel free to shout out on Slack and we can divide up the 6.
Thank you. Yeah, so that's basically what we're gonna do is Lindsay and I will be going through and copy editing over the next couple of days, and then basically going to the 6 and saying, okay, it's all yours, check it out. So that's where we are. But I think we're actually in really good shape. Mike did a terrific job on making a routine that starts us out pretty close to where we're going to be. So
awesome. Great. And we are going to, for this milestone, for this release, we're going to be tracking everything in the Google Doc, right?
Yes. We are back to Google Docs. We were in HackMD. For those who missed it, it turns out HackMD can't handle notes as big as ours. So
Okay.
we'll get it. We'll get it worked out. We'll figure it out. But we're back in Google for this one.
Awesome.
But we've got Markdown in Google. So
yeah, I'm seeing that. Awesome. And last but not the least is comms. I think it's, I don't see anybody from there. It's fine. So just an update from them is there's the draft of our marketing notes, a comms, a wide communication that will go out for the release. Currently, Tim and the release team is looking at, is actually reviewing it and adding some notes. The plan is to finalize the draft next week and start the media pitching. So, and Caitlin and her team have, as always, been doing an awesome job in putting these things together. So shout out to them. Before we move on to some process announcements, any questions, any comments from anybody on the call? Okay, great. I'm just going to copy the announcements from yesterday, considering this is like a different group. So we now have our retro document open, and the link is there in the meeting minutes. So this is our 112 retro. So please feel free to go ahead and add your points to what went well, what didn't, and what you expect, what you'd like to see changed in the upcoming release. And you can also read up everything else that folks are adding. We will have our retro as soon as we ship our release and before 113 kicks off. And a call to folks who've been active in 112 milestone to provide your updates to the role handbooks, which are again linked off of the notes there. This helps like incoming teams, the new shadows and new leads learn a little bit more from the outgoing team and incorporate any new changes that they put in place. And finally, we had our 113 team staffing and nominations yesterday. For those of you who missed, you could go ahead and look at the discussions in yesterday's recording. We also have an active issue and PR tracking the nominations. I found the issue. And I'm linking it off of our document right now. So anyone of you on the call, if you'd like to shadow again or nominate yourself for any of the roles, please go ahead and put your names in the GitHub issue, and we'll make sure we'll roll it up into the 113 team. Anybody in the call who'd like to do that and would like to talk to it? I know a few of you are already represented, Nico or Nad, Yang. Anybody else who would like to be included in this?
Hi. I don't know if I don't think we've met before. My name is Maria. I work with Hannes in London at Pivotal. So Hannes and I shadowed the 112 release. Hannes a bit more explicitly as part of the branch release team. I would be quite curious to look at more things CI Signal, interestingly.
Awesome.
But yeah, I commented on the issue, just wanted to say like hi, and it all sounds very interesting. That's all.
Awesome. Thanks for volunteering. CI is one of the busiest and one of the most critical roles there. So awesome. Thanks for volunteering to shadow that.
Sure thing.
Nick, I think you were represented yesterday in the call by Mike, but just wanting to let you know that you're fine with everything there. Cool.
I just went and looked, and that's exactly what I was going to suggest, so we're good.
Thank you. All right, that's all I had in terms of announcements. Do anybody have anything else to say? If not, we all can have half an hour of our time back. Cool. All right, we'll see you guys around in Slack. And tomorrow, I think tomorrow the Burndown is at, let me quickly check. Is it 10 Pacific? Yeah, it's at 9 a.m. Pacific time. We'll see you guys then. Thank you. Thanks for dialing in.